All right, let's get going. And the journey begins. All right, so today on Real Journey, we are going to fish with this Classic Pro Speed Spool by Luz. We have never fished with this before, and we're going to give it a try out here. And last time I was out here, I caught my PB, my personal best. I'll show that now.
Oh my God! Holy cow! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh God! Look at that fish! Look at that bass! Oh my God!
All right, so that's my PB. I caught that out here last time I was out here. It's actually a full moon, so those bass are really aggressive. And there's also pterodactyls out here that are pretty aggressive too. Jeez. It never fails. Whenever you start recording is when all the noise just starts. But I guess I'll cast this out there while I talk to you. Might want to tighten the settings a little bit. And I'll loosen them up as I go. That didn't work so good. So, oh, I have it on minimum. Oh, great start, but that was user error. So there's an arrow at the end of this line. I'm looking at the line, it looks like it's in the middle, you know, but it's actually at minimum. And I was thinking, wow, that was unexpected. Like, you think if you're in the middle, you know, you'd cast it just fine. All right, but that's not Luz's fault. Oh, and for the record, I'm not sponsored by Luz or sponsored by anyone, so you're gonna get an honest feedback on this. And I think that's a fish swimming at me. First cast. I think it's gonna be a good day. All right, first cast. So far, no complaints about the reel. But like I was saying, is you're gonna get honest feedback. I'm not sponsored by them. I'm not sponsored by anyone. But this Luz Classic Pro Speed Spool, it's pretty well known, pretty well documented. It's a really good reel. And there's not anything in its price range at that 7-5 gear ratio. And you need something fast to fish these worms and keep up with the fish. Like, this fish was swimming at me, and I might have lost it with a different reel. All right, not a giant. They get a lot bigger in here. There's numbers out here too. There's numbers of bass and there's big bass. So we're gonna catch some fish in today's video, but that's a good start. It's well documented. This is a good reel. So if you've never heard of it, if you're new to it, you're looking for a baitcaster, most people like to throw fake worms and soft plastics. This is gonna be a great reel for that. I already know that. Really, this first impressions video, I'm just seeing if it's better than I think it is, or maybe it's all hype. Maybe it is all hype, because technically we haven't made a good cast yet. That first cast was completely my fault, though, I will say that. And what's funny is, I was looking at this part of the reel going, that's kind of nice for 70 bucks. Like, that is kind of nice looking. So I looked at it, and I'm looking at this line, and I'm seeing that this end of the line is over near like the middle, and not realizing that the other end of the line has a little arrow on it, so it was actually at minimum. So yeah. So that was on me. I had that all the way set to minimum, and I didn't cast it like I was prepared to fish minimum. Just did a little overhand cast like this. Like, I didn't even thumb that. Yeah, so I just put it to where I thought it was. Perfectly clean cast. So that's kind of what I expected from the reel. And I had it. So first tip for the Luz reel is there's an arrow. You'll probably notice this and not make the mistake I made. But first tip is make sure that you have this set to the arrow. So right now I have it set on 6, and honestly, I didn't even thumb that at all. So I could make this closer to minimum. I'll bring it down to 4. Bring it down to 4 for right now. The dogs are howling out here. Earlier, a chicken was telling everyone it was morning, or a rooster, I should say. There it goes right there. I don't know if you guys can hear that. And then there's also those pterodactyls. I heard some mooing earlier too, so we got it all out here. We got it all. Nature. We got fog on the water. It's really nice looking out here. I like that the sun's facing me right now. It makes for the video to look good with the sun facing me. But I really want to fish over here. There's some grass. And that's what I did for that last cast. I casted at this isolated chunk of grass in the water. And so I'm going to go over here and do the same thing. Just cast at isolated chunks of grass and see if that's a pattern. It probably is. They're probably hanging around that stuff. Yeah, I mean, this casts just fine. I have a good bit of weight on there right now. I will say that. I have a 3/16 ounce tungsten and a magnum size speed worm. It's pterodactyls. There goes one flying by right there. That's a fish. Got one. Okay, so that was what? Our 4th cast? Our 1st and 4th. Dang, it ate it good. Jeez. That's another one. Maybe slightly smaller. I think we're going to have a day of these. So hopefully we'll size up also and catch some big ones, but good start so far. Dang, those dogs are barking. Jeez. So I just retied. My line was frayed up already. With 2 dinks, my line was frayed up pretty dang good too. And we don't want that 10-pounder to snap our line because we didn't retie after a little dink. So we're gonna make sure that we retie throughout the day because we're using 15-pound fluorocarbon. That gets messed up pretty easily. I'm fishing around some grass and stuff. Speaking of, oh yeah, so you probably can't get a good look at the reel in the video. So I'll show you now the reel, close-up of the reel, and I'll put a little flavor on it because I like to do that. That's why. All right, so check out this reel. All right, so you got a closer look at the reel. I just took this out of the package, so this is like brand spanking new. All right, so I'm gonna run this through some other grass over here. Oh, just got bit. That's a fish. And this is why you need a fast reel, because that sucker was swimming at me. Whew. So that's number 3, and we just got started. So good start so far. All 3 have been near these patches of grass. Not big though, not big. The ones we're gonna catch, maybe not today, hopefully today. We're aiming for them. But the ones we're gonna catch at some point out here, and we have caught, they eat those bass. That's how big those ones are. So, got a boat on the water behind us. Oh, he's going to the spot I was gonna go to. Never mind, it kept going. Woohoo! All right, let's get back in there. All right. Chuck this out there. Make one more cast before I leave this area. And turn the... There's a little bit of grass near these old fence stumps that are underwater. Oh, I hit some grass. Really thought that was a fish. Oh, it was a fish. Grabbed the tail. Took the tail right off. He might bite again without that tail. These dang pterodactyls, man. What the heck? They're not pterodactyls, for those of you that think they are. I don't know what you call those things, but they're loud as heck. Alright, let's run to the other side of the lake. Dude, the water is like perfect. It is so calm out here, it's crazy. Last time I was out here, the chop was like 2 feet high because it was so windy. It's like glass right now. So right now I'm just trolling on over here. There's some grass over here and there's some stumps. And this is like 20 feet of water and it goes up to 6 feet of water really quickly. So we have a ledge, we have a drop off. There's a little of everything right here. So we're just gonna cruise around here and see if we can catch a giant. That's what y'all want to see, right? Y'all want to see a giant caught in this video, and I don't blame you. And you know what? I want to catch a giant. So, you know, I guess I got to catch a giant so everyone gets what they want. You know what I mean? Ooh, so I cast it into that grass. Oh, I saw that grass move, but it was me moving the grass. Yeah. This is very close to where I caught my PB, so I'm ready to set the hook right now. If you can't tell, something just moved where I did cast at. So yeah, there's fish over here. I think they're pretty active with the full moon and the fact that, you know, it's spawning time. Got one. It's a good one. It's better. A little bit better than what we've caught so far. I think that's the one that moved on us. Not much better. Not much better, but a little better. Yeah, it's about the same size as the other ones. Sometimes we gotta weed those ones out to get to the big ones. Oh, it's a good one. Oh, it's a good guy. It's a big bass. It's a big bass. This is what we wanted. Oh. All right, that's not as big as we hoped, but that's a big one. That's not going to be a PB by any means. But that's a good, but that's a good bass. Not a bad bass. These pterodactyls are nuts. All right, let's toss that back. Ooh. One thing I'll say about this reel is I don't feel like I'm using a $60 reel right now. It doesn't feel that way at all. Even the handles, you know, the handles feel nice in your hand. You know, I'm just chucking this around. I'm not even thinking about it, you know. I'm just fishing. You know, I'm not even thinking about this. And I mean that in a good way. Like, it's not limiting me in any way at all. So I'm not even thinking about it. I gotta say, this is working like a champ. You couldn't tell me it's a $60 reel. Like I have the Abu Garcia Black Max. It's $50, and I really think nothing beats it at $50. Nothing beats it. You know, it's a great reel. 6.4 gear ratio. It's a great reel. But most of the fishing I do, I need a faster reel than that. You know, I need 7.5 or even faster. And because these Florida bass, sometimes they're fast. They just they shoot out like a cannon at you. And so I like to have fast reels. And so sometimes that 6.4 gear ratio is just not fast enough. And so when you think that this is only $10 more, I mean, if I had to choose between the Abu Garcia Black Max and this, just off first impressions, I think I'd pay the extra $10. You know? I mean, I have both, so I'm going to use both. But, yeah, I mean, honestly, I could see myself, like, I already have a Black Max and one of these. I could see myself having more of these. Because this 7.1 gear ratio, or 7.5, sorry. This 7.5, like, I can fish a worm with this. I could fish a lipless with this. I could fish a chatterbait with this. I can do a lot of stuff with a 7.5. You know, I can fish a swim bait. I mean, geez, swim bait, swim jig, chatterbait, lipless, worm. I mean, that's pretty much everything. And then topwater, it's 7.5. That's fast enough to fish topwater with. So if you start throwing, you know, your whopper ploppers and your prop baits and you know, a frog or something like that. I mean, that pretty much is everything. You know what I mean? So you could use this as an all-purpose reel. A 7.5 gear ratio. Yeah. And then if you had like two other reels, you could have one that's, you know, 8-something gear ratio, really fast for specific stuff. And then you could have one that's much slower, you know, maybe a spinning reel for deep cranking or something like that, which I don't really do a lot down here in Florida. Now that I have the kayak and I can get out on bigger water, I might actually start doing that more. Oh, got one. Brought him right into the side of the kayak. All right. Got another one? We're catching them good. Oh, I gotta retie again. I'm frayed up all the way up here. I just ran this through some grass. So I'm gonna retie, and I'm going to keep fishing with this, but I'm gonna film another video. So if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, and if you're not subscribed and you want to join the Real Journey team, hey, join the team, smash that subscribe button, join the team. And yeah, if you want to see me fish with this more and you're subscribed, you will see me fish with this more. It's a good reel. I mean, it's not hard to tell that it's a good reel. I mean, the more I fish with it, probably at a later date, I'll do another review of it, a 6-month review or something, where I really test it out. You know, I fish lightweight lures, heavy lures. I do, you know, lipless, chatterbait, topwater, worm. I fish a bunch of stuff with it, and I really get a feel for how it is with a lot of different things. I can really give you my honest feedback about everything. And but $60, oh my goodness, this is 7.5 1 gear ratio. I don't know if there is another reel out there that's not like a piece of junk. Like, I don't think there's another reel out there that's a quality reel that's a 7.5 gear ratio or faster at this price range. I don't think there is. So $60, you know, for $15 I think, or less, I bought this at Dick's Sporting Goods for 15 bucks or less. I got the 2-year warranty on it too. So they believe this will last 2 years if, you know, you can buy that warranty. So and most products do give you some kind of warranty option, but this has a reputation. This isn't new. There are different versions of the Classic Pro Speed Spool, and they're like different colors and stuff like that, and I think there are some slight differences. I didn't look up that information before I made this video, but I think there are some slight differences other than the color. But I know I've heard good things about this. Tyler's Fishing. Oh my goodness. Tyler's Real Fishing. I watch his channel and I'm struggling to know the name of his channel. Oh, I hope he's not watching this. And if he is, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bro. I know your channel. I swear I do. And he said good things about this. I trust him. And I've heard it from other people as well. You know, it's a good quality reel. And hey, has good first impressions for me. It definitely catches some fish. There's no doubt about that. The sun is still just rising, and we've caught so many fish out here already. The bite is so good that I'm just going to film another video while I'm out here. I feel like this is a long enough video as it is. You all get the point. It casts well. It handles fish well. And we're going to keep fishing with it, but just in another video. So that's going to be it for today on Reel Journey. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and we're out. Peace.